Now, over on ESPNFC.com, Moises Lorenz and Sam Marsden have come together to put together this article about the possibility of Neymar leaving in the summer because of Article 17, which apparently, Gab Marcotti, gives players the possibility to tear up their contract after 3 years. Any chance of this?
All right, so I'll give you a little quick canned background to Article 17. Barcelona would be going way old school if they tried this. It was introduced some 15 to 20 years ago after the Players Union sort of complained. It took legal action saying, well, wait, why is it that in a normal job, you can just quit your job and go work for somebody else? Why can't footballers do this? So they come up with this compromise, which is Article 17, which says that if you're of a certain age, after you've been at a club for 3 years, you can simply quit your job, rescind your contract, and go play for somebody else. And the only thing you got to do is you have to pay some level of compensation. Now, the problem is they never quite fixed the level of compensation. So early on, some people used this method. The first major case was a Scottish footballer named Andy Webster, no doubt a mate of Craig Burley's. The problem that they ran into afterwards is that when they fixed the compensation would get fixed, but there was no real guideline to it. So what they found is they went on, and there was a famous case involving Methuselah, where in the end, the compensation to be paid was more than his market value. It was sort of some insane figure. So the difficulties in agreeing the right amount of compensation to be paid, remember this has to go to tribunals and then it often goes to CAS, coupled with the fact that in many cases the player has to sit out a certain amount of time while his case gets heard and while the compensation gets agreed. The upshot of that is that basically nobody used Article 17 anymore to go and try to get deals done. We haven't seen this in a very long time. Now, as the article itself states, it's going to be difficult. A lot of times it's used as a threat to get the other side to negotiate something mutually beneficial. It's an interesting approach. I'm skeptical that they can do it, but you assume that Barcelona have gone and done their homework here.
Gab, thank you very much. By the way, a brand new Gab and Jules podcast available over on the website now. Mark Ogden joins them as a special guest. We're joined now by very much the quieter half of that podcast. Julien Laurent is with us. Gab somewhat poo-pooed the idea of Article 17 having any effect in the future when it comes to Neymar. Jules, are they taking this at all seriously in Paris?
I don't know if many people in Paris know about Gab Marcotti. I'm sure they know of him, but if they talk to him about it, but I think he was right on this one. They know it's a possibility, and yes, Barcelona could do that, and they have lawyers for it, and even in the Neymar camp, they could do that if they want, but they don't really think he would go there, that he would go that far. Like we've said before, PSG were open for negotiation last summer, and if Neymar wants to go again this summer and to Barcelona, I think they would be open for negotiation too. The only thing is, one, they're not really sure that Neymar really wants to go anymore, to leave the club, because he seems quite happy now as it is. And two, also they think that even if Barcelona go to FIFA for Article 17, they don't really think that the price tag, the transfer fee that FIFA will ask for will be very far from what PSG want anyway. Let's not forget, they paid 222 million euros for Neymar less than 3 years ago now, and he still has 2 years more on his contract. That's why Article 17 can come to force in this case. And they think that probably FIFA will ask or put a price tag between 150 and 170 million euros, which is what PSG would ask for anyway. So there's not really any need, I think, for Barcelona, if they really want Neymar, to go there, because PSG would probably, one, be okay to negotiate and see if they can get a deal done like they did last summer, and two, the price tag would probably be similar to what PSG would want in the first place anyway. So I don't think they will need to go that far and go for Article 17.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.